What is good and welcome back to Chatwin Reacts. I'm Jack, your British GOAT, and today we're going to be reacting to the most disrespectful moments in MLB history. Now, as always, there's three things we got to do before we get into this video. Number one, you're going below and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you're staying up to date with all my uploads, and of course, hit a GOAT in the GOAT chain down below. Let's go.
From over-the-top home run celebrations,
I don't really know what to expect in this
sucker
one.
punches, and
pizza?
These are the most disrespectful moments in MLB history.
You know, I thought
Did I
baseball was
mention
like
respecting your coach? Ted Lilly, a two-time All-Star pitcher who played 15 seasons with 6 different teams, definitely didn't get the memo. He had a particularly bad start in 2006, prompting his manager John Gibbons to pull him in the second inning. Starting pitchers hate handing over the ball to their manager, but they're taught to respect the decision. Sure. Instead, Lilly told Gibbons, here's an F and a U.
I love that.
Gibbons followed Lilly into the tunnel, and moments later, the Blue Jays trainer and other players were seen rushing down the tunnel. They both denied fists were thrown, but that seems a little unlikely given the reaction.
I don't think John had a bloody nose. You know, I don't know how that would have happened.
He wasn't happy with the fact that I took him out. I wasn't happy the way the game was going. That's basically it. We've hashed all that out.
I get it. You know, frustrations are high if you're being kind of brought out of the game, but if you're playing shit, you got to come out. And I think that's the one thing that annoys me about certain players. Like, you're not above the team. The team comes first. And I'll openly admit, when I played rugby, I was one of those players. If I didn't get the ball enough, I got pissed off. And then it took me almost until my adulthood when I realised, no, I'm just one player in this team. And then my mindset changed.
Of reactions,
in fact, I got better.
Alex Rodriguez to an infield fly in a game against the Blue Jays was downright disrespectful.
Howie Clark on the left side of the infield is there, and the ball falls in.
Oh,
the three-time MVP isn't exactly known for his respect of the game. Jays third baseman Howie Clark claims he heard, "I got it," and backed up to let the shortstop John McDonald make the catch. I'm no audio forensic expert, but it does sound like that's the case. How did A-Rod respond?
Yeah, I just said, huh. I mean, I said, huh, that's it.
There's a fine line between disrespectful and smart, and A-Rod had straddled it for the majority of his career.
You can't say mine.
Arroyo, the ball gets loose.
He was eventually ruled out, which is the correct call. But check out the incredible acting job when he's informed of the news. There's no acting in our next disrespectful moment.
So
the Blue Jays have won 2 World Series, and it's certainly hard to top Joe Carter's World Series walk-off home run in '93. But this next Joey Bats moonshot is straight up disrespectful. But that's not even the craziest part of this game, because half an inning earlier, this happened.
Again, I don't really understand what's disrespectful. I mean, that was accidental, but...
The home plate umpire originally called it a dead ball, but after a challenge from the Rangers manager, Jeff Bannister, the call was reversed and the Rangers took the lead. Fans littered the field with garbage, and play was suspended.
Maybe this video is a bit too complex for my very limited kind of baseball knowledge at the moment, because I don't understand what's kind of being...
Emotions were high in the bottom of the 7th, and well, you know the rest. Fast forward the following season, and tensions were still high after Batista took an aggressive slide into second base.
Beltre cuts off a tough hop. Got a foul second. Batista picked on the wrong guy.
If Batista's slide can be viewed as somewhat disrespectful, what Odor does next is borderline criminal.
Grow up, you bunch of pussies. That would be...
got the worst of that exchange.
I mean, he's definitely going for it. Did he give him a little slap? I mean, grow up, you're
And real quick, if you don't love baseball, then, don't subscribe. Otherwise, what the hell are you doing? Smash that sub button.
Dropping down.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I can't lie. Good hit though. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. Makes me want to react to some boxing.
To Batista's credit, he managed to somewhat hold his ground and got right back up.
I can see
Wouldn't
why.
be me.
Teams met
But-
the ALDS. That's where Jose Bautista had the backflip that we saw over and over again.
Yeah,
Bautista's
I don't
going
know.
to second. The Rangers didn't like the slide.
Now, Bryce Harper is one of the most entertaining and
Martin, the
hated
Phillies.
figures in all of baseball. But after being rung up by Angel Hernandez, he took things to another level.
2 pitch. It's low and in. Ball. Oh, they said he went around. He's going to be out of this game if he keeps this up. He is out of this game.
There's no doubt
I don't
Harper deserved to be
understand.
ejected
Is
for
it
his
'cause he
behavior.
swung? And that's why he's pissed?
Somebody's getting a souvenir.
And there goes the helmet. Perhaps the real disrespectful moment was Hernandez's check swing call.
Oh my goodness.
gracious.
Oh my
That
goodness.
is just terrible.
Hopefully the robots can do more than call balls and strikes. Now, getting into it with the ump is one thing, but what about your own teammate?
That's what I'm saying, so I'm assuming that actually wouldn't count as a strike or a swing.
Something going on in the dugout.
I can't remember the terminology.
See Papelbon saying run the ball out. And Bryce saying you got to be kidding me.
Ooh.
And then Papelbon went right after Harper.
Something was clearly said.
Papelbon is one of the rare players hated more than the 2-time NL MVP. And he had only been with the team for 2 months, while Harper was the franchise player. That's a clown move, bro. If you didn't believe Harper was among the most hated players in the league, let's check in and see how Cole Hamels feels about him. Harper was just 19 when he made his debut, and apparently Hamels believed he needed to be knocked down a peg.
So that's clearly intentional. So what happens to the picture there? Because to me, surely that should be right. You're out. You're done for today.
Hits him right in the back.
Because that's like unacceptable.
Hamels later admitted to hitting Harper on purpose. Albert Bell was an absolute unit of a man with a build more suited to be a linebacker than a baseball player. And honestly, this hit here is about as hard as most hits on the gridiron.
There it is. Vina.
Why has he done that?
Oh, this is just like the play in the 3rd inning.
What's even wilder is the fact Bell didn't really seem apologetic for what should have started a bench-clearing brawl. But what Pedro Martinez did to Yankees coach Don Zimmer is somehow even more disrespectful.
Oh my goodness.
Is that 2 coaches?
Don Zimmer and
Or is that
Pedro
fair, okay?
Martinez.
Martinez, recognizing the much older Zimmer, slowly waddling in his direction, gently shoves the old fella out of his way. Martinez has since said that he feels regret for what happened. But what else could he have done in the situation?
There hasn't been any other moment where I felt worse in my life. I'll tell you in my life than that moment. And that moment led to a lot more.
Baseball is a game with many unwritten rules. One is not to pimp a home run while up big with a position player on the mound.
High fly, center field. Going back is Refsnyder, still going back, and he has given up a home run.
White Sox player Yerman Mercedes said to
again, maybe I've misinterpreted what you're saying there, but if the pitcher's gonna throw you that pussy-style ball, fucking
hell
whack
with
it
your
for a home
unwritten
run.
rules. I'm here to hit bombs
Why would you
and chew
not?
bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Not surprisingly, Mercedes was thrown at in the next game.
Behind him. And
The Atlanta Braves' reaction to this Carlos
that?
Gomez home run
I didn't
probably
see
would have
the
been
score,
more
to be fair.
appropriate for the
It
Twins.
might have been a blowout already, but
And he
I
hits
don't
that one
know.
high and deep left center field, way back and gone.
But just wait and see what catcher Brian McCann does.
I can't wait.
And McCann getting face-to-face with Gomez. He has not stepped on the plate yet. Now Reed Johnson comes.
It's worth noting that this was more than a decade ago before bat flips became the norm. Despite its many rules, at its core, baseball is a simple game. You cannot, however, get a runner out by throwing a bat at him.
Sure.
The barrel of the bat comes back at Roger Clemens, and he fires.
I know this can be confusing. Just ask Roger Clemens, who gives an incredible excuse for throwing a piece of broken bat at Mike Piazza. Clemens, after the game, said he thought the bat was the ball, which is absurd.
I gotta be honest, and I do like baseball. I like what we're seeing, but all I'm seeing is just a bunch of pussies. Like, I have no respect for any of these people.
Many levels that I can't even begin to explain why. This is the same dude who claimed teammate Andy Pettitte misremembered him using HGH. So it's par for the course for Clemens.
It wasn't his fault.
I'm not sure why, but it feels more disrespectful to have a slice of pizza hurled towards your head than a broken bat.
Coming is Anderson, and interfered with, no. Into the stands, the umpire ruling Tim Timmons.
Yes, a sawed-off bat is dangerous, but there's just something that feels so wrong about being hit with a pizza. How are you supposed to explain that to the missus?
Coming is Anderson, and interfered with, no.
We've seen sucker punches, a huge shoulder tackle, and thrown bats. But spitting in another man's face, that's a whole nother level of disrespect.
Alomar and Davy Johnson come out. Watch Robbie. He looks like he spits in Hirschbeck's face.
In Alomar's defense, the called strike 3 is one of the worst I've ever seen. If you like...
But in, like... Sorry, I've just been distracted. There's literally... boobs. Like... Spitting in someone's face is vile. Like in soccer, you spit at someone, it's like a 4-game ban, I believe. Like it's, or it's even a 6-game. I remember West Ham, we had a player called Masuaku who spat at someone, disgusting, absolute prick, and he was banned for a long time. So I don't know if that happens in MLB. Look, it was an okay video, maybe not one to kind of do as a return back to baseball for me. But, you know, it was recommended to me, so of course I do everything you guys recommend. So, as always, make sure down in the comments you're letting me know what you want me to check out next. Hit the like button and, of course, hit a goat in the goat chain. Peace.